everyone, welcome back to my In Quarantine With series. Today I'm talking to Troy Redfern. Hi Troy, how are you?
All good. You keeping well?
I'm fine, thank you. We both got our hats on today, so I had a feeling you would.
Yeah.
Mine was more out of necessity than fashion. Whereabouts in the country are you?
Just on the Welsh border. Do you know Hay-on-Wye?
I don't, but I
Um,
bet it's beautiful where you live.
it's right. It's kind of in the sticks. Yeah, it's just on the Welsh border, just kind of in between Brecon and Hereford, kind of just
Yeah.
down there. So yeah, in the sticks.
And what's it like there today? Nice and sunny?
It's a bit overcast, but it's been really good up until now. So it's made this lockdown thing a lot easier, having good weather.
It definitely has. And now we can go to parks as well, so even better.
Yeah.
Now you've got some big news because you're going to be announcing a brand new album on the 22nd of May.
Yep.
And it's called Island.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell all the girls and boys at home about the new album? So how many songs are on it and how long has it taken you to write?
It's a 10-track album. It's, some of the tracks are sort of shorter than others. The plan was when this, before the lockdown happened, I was going to be finishing off an album. I'd been to Rockfield to record my next release that was going to come out in September.
Yeah.
And the rhythm.
It's not long since you released your previous album, is it?
No, well, what happened? I'll go back. What happened with that was I got a call out of the blue from Willie and the Bandits' agent asking if I go on tour with them, if they wanted to support them on their UK tour.
Yeah.
And it had been a while since I'd put my last album out, so I felt like I needed something to take out with me to sell as merch and stuff.
Sure, yeah.
And because I record myself at home, I got my own sort of recording set up, my own studio. I've got lots of stuff shelved, so I grabbed 10 tracks from that stuff and put an album out called this one.
That was handy.
Yeah, it was. I got the artwork done by a guy called Vince Ray. I don't know if you know him. He's like a rockabilly sort of guy. He does all the t-shirts and sort of does all the drags.
Okay. Yep.
So I used his artwork and just got that out really quick and took that on tour. Obviously, the tour got stopped halfway through it. We did 3 weeks, and
of course,
the virus thing happened. But before that, I'd recorded the tracks for an album that was going to come out in September. So all the rhythm tracks were done. Do you know Darby Todd? He's a drummer, sort of. He plays with Justin Hawkins and sort of,
I do.
Robin Ford and just crazy amount of people. I got him to do the drums and Dave Marks to play bass. And it was all sounding amazing. So the plan was to put all that together. But with this coronavirus thing, I really wanted to tour that album. I wanted it to be a proper release. It's going to be the best thing I've done because, I think the songs are the strongest thing I've done, and the recording, the Rockfield stuff is just the next level, So I wanted to do a big promotion on that. I wanted to do it properly.
Yeah.
And I feel that this year is kind of a write-off. Maybe into next year, I don't know. But so I thought, right, there's no rush with that. I can just put it on hold for a little bit. And then about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I thought, right, I was getting sort of restless and wanted to record something. So just sort of started. I thought I'd do a lockdown album. I've been doing live stream stuff, which is great. It's brilliant doing live stream stuff, but I was doing something creative and. And I think recording, feels more creative than the live stream thing. Live stream is great, just for performance, but
yeah.
But I also wanted to do something that wasn't so, like with this Rockfield thing, it's very much a rock album. I'm generally sort of like more blues end of rock, but this is the rock end of blues, and so I felt like I could do something where I took the restrictions off myself, so it wasn't so. Genre specific, which is whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. But I thought instead of making it all rock, just to kind of let ideas form and just follow them. As I've sent you the album, so you kind of know what I mean.
Yeah, I've listened to it.
And some bits acoustic or acoustic based, and so I spent probably 3 or 4 weeks recording that stuff, and gave myself insomnia because once I start something, I want to get it finished. So it was just
Yeah, I know that feeling. So you basically recorded the whole album whilst you've been in lockdown.
yeah.
Pretty impressive,
Well, it's just,
really. Very impressive.
well, I kind of do that myself, but up until the Rockfield session, I've done everything myself anyhow, So it's quite
Yeah,
handy that I've got like I've got my setup and infrastructure to get all that stuff produced.
it's great. You can do that all yourself, actually. Certainly now more than
Yeah,
ever, it makes things a lot easier. But you've also got other special guests on the album, haven't you? So why don't you tell us sort of who you've got on it?
that's on the Rockfield one. That's on the one
Ah,
that's coming out
right.
next year, I should imagine now. And I managed to get Ron Thal, a guy from Guns N' Roses, to
Yeah.
do a track, to do a solo on one of the tracks. I met him over in Poland last year, and he was just such a nice guy. Just considering the guys he's played with and the level that guy's been at, there was just no nonsense, no ego, no bullshit. Just he was just a really nice guy. And
Yeah.
asked him if he'd do it, and he didn't hesitate. He just sent the tracks over, and so
Brilliant.
those are
Yeah.
sort of stored and ready to go. But as you know, he's just an absolute cracking player.
Yeah, and you've got a very unique style as well. So where did your own guitar style come from? How did that develop?
I suppose it's like a mix of all sorts. When I was young, I was into sort of like obviously the blues thing, like Jimi Hendrix and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I was into sort of the LA rock scene. When I was I suppose from 13 to sort of like 18, there was bands like sort of Aerosmith, Van Halen, Motley Crue, all
Yeah,
those guys, and that obviously had a big part in sort of like formulating who I am, because that's all energy music, and
yeah,
so even though I like blues, it's got that underneath it, but then it's got things like John Lee Hooker and stuff like that, so it's all a mishmash of all that kind of stuff, plus some of this kind of more slightly more abstract stuff would be sort of like from I like the Zappa sort of thing. Frank Zappa, I'm a big fan of, and that's kind of left field music. So I've got that kind of left field thing that I love.
yeah,
So yeah, so it's a mix up of all that kind of stuff.
yeah, and of course you've got your own solo material, and then you've got your RHR as well. So is that still going on at the same time as you're producing your own solo work?
Yeah, well, that's kind of with what's going on, that's on hold.
Yeah.
We're going to be recording another album with Roscoe. Do you know Roscoe Levy?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was going to be involved with that. So that's Mike Ross, me and Roscoe.
Yeah.
And we've got some gigs. We were meant to be playing the 100 Club and places, and they've obviously been cancelled. So it's a bit of a nightmare. But because I'm really good friends with Mike, we're in touch, sort of weekly. We're sort of like chatting all the time. So that'll carry on. But Mike's putting a new album out. We've both got lots on the go, So but we'll definitely make time for it, because we're getting, it was doing so well, that band, we're getting the festivals and stuff like that.
You've all got your own projects going on individually, and then you've got RHR together.
Yeah,
which is also going brilliantly. So
it's good because RHR was getting really good festival slots. Probably better than higher up than any of us individually were getting at the time. So it's just and I get on really well with Mike. He's a great musician, and he's a brilliant writer. I've only done one gig with Roscoe with RHR. We played just before the lockdown. We did something at Broadstairs Blues Festival.
Yeah.
That was really good. Roscoe's a great player. So no, that's all going really well.
So looking ahead to, say, towards the end of this year, what do you have planned? What are you hoping to have planned? I'm assuming a tour might be on the cards.
Well, the rest of the Willie and the Bandits tour should be in October.
Okay. So there's a good chance, hopefully, that will happen.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. I'm just whether or not, if they open things up, it's just going to be the confidence of the audience.
Public.
Yeah. So it's that. So hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
And then my next proper tour, I always do gigs sort of like scattered around, but my next proper tour will be next year to support the Rockfield thing. That's going to be the one I really want to push. So
yeah.
I'm
It's
excited.
good to have things to look forward to, and going ahead to next year as well, because I think, like you said before, this year's a bit of a write-off now.
Yeah.
So I think we're all looking ahead to what's going to be happening next year. So
Yeah.
okay, well, look forward to the official release. Like I said, I've heard the album already, and I know everyone's in for a treat with that. Absolutely loved the album, the mixture you've got of the rock and blues, and like you say, the acoustic, which is something I wasn't expecting so much of. And the acoustic tracks are gorgeous, beautiful. So I really enjoyed that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Anyway, it's been lovely speaking to you.
You too.
Best of luck for the rest of the lockdown. If you keep up this level of creativity, next year you'll just be able to rest. You won't have to do anything. It'll all be done already. So you can relax while the rest of us are going nuts. So lovely speaking to you, and hope to see you on tour.
Yeah, speak to you soon.
Take care.
Cheers.
Bye.
This is rock and roll, burning out to my soul.